Good afternoon, my friends. We are here today at Universal Orlando because we do have a massive update regarding to Halloween Horror Nights 2025. We have an official announcement that Fallout will be coming to Halloween Horror Nights, and we're gonna go over all the details regarding that. And then we have single day tickets on sale, and there is some very interesting details I want to share with you guys regarding to some of those tickets. So enough talking, let's go ahead, get in there, have a great time, and dive in. We have so much to discuss today. HHN is finally here. We have two announcements. We have some merch out. We got single day tickets. It's officially here, man. I cannot wait to see all the props around the scare zones. It's gonna be an awesome season. All right, guys, first stop, we are here at Five and Dime to see all the merch that they have. This is the merchandise reveal sign. That is pretty cool. They got the ghoul on there. That is awesome. And here is all the merch that they have here. They've been selling these like hotcakes. I think I'm gonna actually grab me one right now before they sell out. These are pretty cool. So for each reveal, they're gonna put like all the IPs on here. So that's what that really is for, and that's why they're selling out so fast. And then we have the Fallout shirt. That is nice. That's actually a nice shirt. And then they have some Fallout cups right here. That's actually pretty neat. That's nice. That's actually really nice. I'm not getting it, but that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool to see that type of merch. I got it. It was actually like the last 2 or 3 left, and then somebody else came and took that, so they're gone. They are actually gone now. And you have this little puzzle piece right here of the ghoul, and you add it, and there's 5 different pieces. So I'm assuming that it will be 5 of the IP houses, maybe, or could it be the 5 scare zone? But this is not a scare zone, so it has to be the 5 IP houses, is my guess. All right, guys, there is a lot to discuss about this Fallout announcement, something that was a surprise to me, actually. So, as you know, Fallout is officially coming to HHN as a house, but when they announced it, everyone thought it was going to be based off just the TV series, but it's not. Fallout is actually coming based off the TV series and game per HHN. That is pretty cool because I've watched the TV series, and I'll say this, it's a really good TV series, but I was a little worried that it wouldn't be as scary because there's not many like horror or anything scary inside the TV series. But I did hear that the video game has a lot more of a horror side to it. I don't really play video games like that, so you guys, all the video game players that have played Fallout, let me know how it is in the comments. But I have heard that there is definitely something they can take horror-wise from the video game to the house. Now, as far as Five Nights at Freddy goes, something very interesting happened when they announced Fallout. Five Nights at Freddy was not listed as a house. Only Fallout is on there at the moment, and it has me thinking that either one of the two is going to happen with this. It's going to be a house, but it's going to be listed as an actual house until later on because they have not laid any details out. And of course, we know Jason Blum kind of announced it, and everybody's saying that he shouldn't have announced it, and that's what I think also, because it was weird how they did it. So I don't think it was supposed to be announced, and HHN had to hurry up and rush it out. So I think Five Nights at Freddy details are going to come maybe at the end of all the houses getting announced, because that is probably their biggest IP. Or they're going to do, like I said, like an experience, like a house / experience, something very similar to FanFest at Universal Hollywood, because people loved FanFest there. They said it was really good. I wish I would have went, but that's a trip. But I heard good things about it. Now, the only problem I have with it being like an experience is that it won't be as scary as a haunted house. That's my only worry about Five Nights at Freddy being an experience. And what we come to Halloween Horror Nights for? To get scared, to have a great time, to be immersed, feel like you're in the movie, feel like you're in the game. I don't think I'm gonna feel that way in the experience per se. So I'm a little worried if that's the route that they're going. We will see. I can be completely wrong, and it might turn out to be the best thing they have here. So, hey, we will see, but I am a little bit worried about it being an experience though. Now, as far as the ticket sales go, before I get into them, I want to give you guys a little advice about the tickets. As you know, we have potentially 5 IPs coming here. Five Nights at Freddy, WWE, Fallout, Terrifier, and Jason. That's what's speculating. So far, we're correct on 2 of them, Five Nights at Freddy and Fallout. I advise you guys to really think about what you purchase, as far as if you purchase Premium Scream Night, if you purchase the Express Passes, and if you purchase Stay and Scream. The reason why I'm saying those specific things is because it's going to be extremely packed at this year's event. More packed than it probably has been in the last couple of years, because you got to think about it. Five Nights at Freddy is a huge IP. It has the kids crowd all the way up into the adults. So there's going to be a lot of kids here. There's going to be a lot of adults here just to support that IP. Then you have the horror side of the Jason and the Terrifier franchises. People are going to come for those 2. Jason is a huge IP. Terrifier has gained some traction over the last 2 movies. People love Terrifier. You're going to bring those crowds in that don't usually be at Halloween Horror Nights. And then we have the gaming community that's going to be here because of Fallout. And then, to top all that off, WWE, which all this is potential. WWE is supposed to be here. You're gonna have all the wrestling fans here. Now, some of the wrestling fans are mixed with HHN, but still, you're gonna have people that has probably never been here that's going to be here this year. And on top of that, you're gonna have your regulars who always come to HHN. So it is going to be extremely packed. So let's go ahead and run through all the tickets. First off, we have Premium Scream Night. Premium Scream Night is coming at $375 plus tax. It came out to about $400 when I bought it, and I made a mistake. So if you are a pass member, you can actually get it at $350 plus tax, about $25 cheaper. Hey, I'll take that 25 with me. So I messed up. I hurry up and bought it because I didn't want it to sell out, but that's the price for it. And I'll tell you this, it is worth every penny, especially for this type of year. You can check out my video right here. I laid out everything that happened at the event. I had such a blast. I went by myself and had a blast. I ate endlessly. You get endless amount of food until they run out. Every house a walk-in. Every single house was a walk-in. You can do the houses 10 times over, honestly. I'm telling you, the event was absolutely fire. I am stoked about them bringing it back this year. So you guys, if you want a nice relaxing night and you want to just eat everything and chill, it's honestly better than the Rest in Peace tour. Then we have the Express Pass. That is already starting at $139 plus tax. I think they went up on Express, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm not mistaken, I thought Express was like $100 or $120 last year. So they may have went up like $20 or $10. But Express is also very important to have, especially if you're planning on coming like 1 day or even 2 days. Get the Express Pass, because I'm telling you, this year is going to be packed. I have the feeling a lot of the wait times are going to be 60 and over, because there's supposed to be 5 IPs, huge IPs. It is going to be packed. Let me add in the factor that Rip Ride Rocket is going to be closed for the event. We've always had Rip Ride Rocket for the last, I don't know how many years, being at HHN, and it is a huge people eater. That ride has a lot of people for some reason, and it definitely helps with the house's wait times being down. So that's not coming here. We don't have another show. We have 5 huge IPs. I'm telling you now, take the advice of really thinking about what you're going to purchase, especially if you're here for like a day or 2. Make sure you get the best value out of your money when you purchase your single day tickets. Then we have the Rest in Peace tour, which is coming at $370 plus tax, kind of the same amount as Premium Scream Night. But like I said, I personally think Premium Scream Night is better. I've been on both. With Rest in Peace tour, you kind of do the same thing. You get a good amount of food. You get the walk-ins into the houses. But the only thing is that you're with a tour. You're like in a tour guide. It's nice. It's definitely nice, a nice touch. But if you're a person like me, I like to be on my own free will where I can just go into all the different houses. You can do that at the end of it because you'll have time, but I want to start off my night the way I want to do it. So if you're like me, I would rather do premium scream night, but if you want the experience, it is great for an experience, I will say that. Then we have the Unmasking the Horror tour. They have 3 houses and 6 houses, same as last year. But what's new about it this year is that they're going to have a little buffet lunch for you guys. I'm not sure I'm going to do it, but yeah, it's coming at $85 for 3 houses, and then for 6 houses, it's coming at $170, which, hey, you want to do 6 houses? By all means, go ahead. I will do 3 if I ever do it. You get to take some photos of select houses, and we do not know what the houses are yet. They will come out with the information probably once you purchase it. I haven't bought it yet. So then we have my favorite ticket, which is the Scream Early ticket or Stay in Scream ticket. This year particularly, I advise you guys to get it. There's only gonna be a couple thousand people that may watch this, but I'm telling you guys right now, if you get the Stay in Scream, you already are going to be a step ahead. I did it last year and it was awesome. I had a great time, and you're able to get at least 2 to 3 houses done before the actual events start. Sometimes you may be able to get 4 done, and with a heavy lineup that's like this year, it's going to be crucial. I may do it at least half the time I'm going to be here, just so I can have a relaxing night and not feel like I'm gonna have to rush to get the houses done. I'm definitely doing it on opening night. So get that Stay in Scream ticket, especially if you're here for like a day or 2. If you get it without Express, you might be okay. You might be able to get most houses done that night and then come back the next day and do the last 2 or 3 that you didn't get to do. So that's how much that Stay in Scream can help you. But that's pretty much it, guys. And I was actually talking to one of my viewers about how they would do the Five Nights at Freddy house. And he does haunted houses himself, like local haunted houses. And he was telling me the new way that they're talking about could be that they can have a house full of puppets and animatronics with no actors. I don't think we've ever had a house like that, which I think it would be pretty cool for Five Nights at Freddy if they had just like puppeteers behind them controlling all the animatronics. I think that would be pretty cool, but I'm starting to think that it's something different than a house. It has to be something like an experience, because I was told that it still is in that Soundstage 23. So we'll see, but I'm very interested in that one. Quick update on the Sprungton area. It seems they actually have changed the queue line, and they now have some fences up. Looks like they're getting that queue ready for HHN now. So that is the only change that is back there at the moment. Hopefully we can catch some type of facade soon, because that Sprungton, if I'm not mistaken, was Museum Daily Exhibits, and it had like a huge facade in the front, or it had like a truck. It had a bunch of props in the front. So we may see something very similar to that. They're gonna have a bunch of props out, maybe a facade. We will see. Hopefully we'll see something soon. But that will be it for today's video, guys. Before I get into the recap, I do want to mention something. We are on the road to 4K. We are almost there, and I want to do something special for when we hit there. So if we get to 4,000 subscribers, or when we get there, I want to do another raffle, and we'll get into the details of it once we hit it, and I'll talk on it with my next video or after that. But I want to do another raffle once we hit 4K, and it'll be for some HHN merch. I already got my 2 winners. One is for a HHN ticket, one was for some merch. I'm gonna take care of them now, but we're gonna do one more once we hit 4K. I think that'll be awesome to celebrate it, because none of this would be possible without you guys. But as far as the recap goes, what do you think about Fallout coming to HHN as a game/TV show? I'm actually very excited about that, because I was worried that it was gonna come as only a TV show, and it wasn't really scary at all. It was a good TV show, but it was not scary at all. But with them bringing some of the game over, which I've heard has some horror, I'm excited now, very excited. And also Five Nights at Freddy, what do you think about them taking that off? Could we have it on the house list at the end, or are they gonna bring it as something like an experience? I'm starting to lean more on the experience side, something similar to FanFest. I can see them doing something like that, so we will see, man. It's starting to become a very questionable IP at the moment, but we will see. But if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead, smash that like button, share, turn notifications on, and most importantly, subscribe. And you guys have a great rest of your day. See you.